Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with my second layout for Sketch to the Max this month. Okay, so you just saw the sketch and this is our second video of the month, so we are going to take the sketch and we are going to stretch it to the max and change it up and just have fun with it. So here I have these two pieces of paper and I've been kind of wanting to use up a bunch of scraps that I have in my stash lately. So what I'm going to decide to do is I'm going to add these to my background, and that is going to be my background paper. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to use these two photos and I'm going to put a mat around them. And oh wait, no, here. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use up a bunch of scraps. Like I said, I'm on this kick trying to use up scraps. And so I am going to take a few of these scraps and glue them to the bottom of the photo. Here is where I'm going to map my photo. I don't remember what this color is called, but this is a close to my heart, very light gray, and it's just a cardstock from close to my heart. Here I'm going to, I want the photos to stand out a little bit, so I'm going to use my sapphire ink from close to my heart, and I'm just going to ink the edges of these photos. Then I'm going to add these two scrap pieces of paper right underneath the photos, and I'm not going to move them very much at all. I am going to add some sapphire ink smudges to the whole layout all the way around the outside edge and the middle edge as well, and that just kind of brings in some more color and definition to the layout. Here I'm going to start gluing down, or no, sorry, not gluing down. I'm going to ink the edges of all of the papers that I'm going to put on the layout as well. This is where I'm thinking, okay, these photos need a little bit more to help them pop off of the background. So I'm going to glue down another, let's see, this layer up there, that little strip, and then I'm going to glue down these strips down here on the bottom, and then I'm going to pull out another scrap piece of paper and I'm going to mat the photos on this dark navy, and that I believe is from the Meggy Holmes Willow Lane 6x8 paper pad. I got that in my Secret Not Secret kit from, I think that was like November. Might have been October, I don't remember. Anyway, so I'm just going to glue this down exactly where you see it, and I'm absolutely loving where this is going. I just think this is so stinking cute. I am going to pull up this piece that I had already glued down and add this navy blue up there at the top, and I'm going to keep the embellishing pretty simple. I'm going to pull out a few chipboard pieces and just some things from my stash. So I'm going to try to pull in this chipboard phrase that just says "your laugh," but it doesn't go very well with, because it's more of a pinky faded color, so it doesn't really go very well with the other colors I have going on. So here I'm just pulling out some chipboard pieces and a couple of these pretty rosette 3D embellishments, and those are from an older Meggy Holmes collection. So I'm going to start picking everything back up and putting stuff away that I don't necessarily want to use. I really like these hearts, these chipboard hearts, and so I'm going to kind of scatter those around on the layout. And I also found some plus signs, or X's, I guess you could call them. And so I'm going to use those to embellish the layout as well. Now I'm just going to start pulling off the backing on these chipboard pieces and gluing them down. And I think the way you see it now is pretty much the way it's going to stay. I don't really add too much after all of the chipboard, but I really love how this layout turns out. It is quite different than the sketch, so it kind of makes me happy when I really use this series to change up a sketch. Okay, now here I am going to just draw some lines for some journaling. These are just some cute photos of Brennan when he was probably about, gosh, this was April 2009, so he was almost 3, right? Yeah, he was almost 3. So I'm just going to journal about how fun he is as a toddler, and just he always has so much energy. I haven't done my journaling yet, but I will eventually. I'm going to keep the title simple, and it's just going to be Love You. I'm using these black tall thickers, and I believe those are an Amy Tangerine thicker. Then I'm going to stamp the date, and it's just going to be at the bottom underneath the journaling, and then also up here by the title. At first I was thinking I was going to say something like love you always, but I realize it's not really gonna fit. There's not enough space, so I do end up changing it to love you. And that is the end of this layout. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you head on over to Tracy's channel. Go check out what she made and what she did with this sketch to take it to the max. I hope you have a great day. Bye.